Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to dive into a topic that might not be for all, but it is one worth noting, which is the crab in the bucket analogy. So a lot of you guys that are watching this, you guys will be going through this phase. The phase where you're not where you necessarily want to be at, but you've also separated from the few of the people around you. You've separated from maybe your old group of friends or people that were bringing you down or toxic energy. You're trying to evolve. You're trying to improve yourself. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the same exact crabs in the bucket analogy that many of us have to go through, especially if we're trying to personally develop, whether that is going into sports and becoming one of the best sports athletes, whether that's going into business and becoming one of the greatest businessmen of all time. We all go through these moments of self-development. And there's a lot of you guys that probably are lost when it comes to finding yourself, when it comes to this self-development, because I know it could get very gruesome. It could get very lonely because you're not where you want to be at, but the people around you aren't really supporting you or giving you that feeling, because guess what? The more you shine, the more it rubs off on them, because they didn't go after. It makes them feel bad. It makes them feel like, damn, we didn't really grow up no different. Why is he going after? Where does he get this energy? Where does he get his charisma to actually chase his dreams? Well, that's because this is the crabs in the bucket analogy. So let's go into the drawing board. As always, we're gonna go and feature the lovely, amazing, half-filmed drawing board. So today's video, we're not gonna have too many crazy drawings. The only drawing that I want to start off with is this bucket. And this bucket has crabs. Now, here's the thing. I'm not an artist. Obviously, these don't look like crabs, but these are in fact crabs. So we'll mark them with a K. Now, imagine this bucket had, let's say, 100 crabs in this bucket, okay? And there's this one crab. We'll call him Mr. Larry. Larry is trying to climb out and trying to escape the crab of buckets. And you know what will happen is actually the crabs over here will try to bring back Larry down. It's gonna say, Larry, what are you doing, Larry? Get the fuck back here, Larry. You know, sorry for the cursing for any children that might be watching this, but that's kind of what's going on. It's you have a crab that's trying to get out, that's trying to not be the same as other people or majority of people. And as you try to get out, they're going to try to stop you. Now, this is very important to understand because this is the same exact analogy that feels like when you're trying to leave your old group of friends. And I'm not saying bad harm or anything negative to my old group of friends, or you shouldn't say that either. I'm just trying to say that when you are going through your business, when you are going through shit and you're trying to evolve, you're trying to get to that next level, you're trying to develop on yourself, whether that is with fitness, okay? You might be trying to get into better shape, okay? You might be trying to improve your finances. So you might try to actually make 10K a month because you see so many people doing it. So you try to do that too, and more. And then you're also trying to work on your love. I know a lot of you guys here, y'all trying to find your true loves. Make sure you guys follow Top G Mikey for that. But this is not where I'm going to show you guys how to find true love. But you're going to try to get your wifey up, you and your wifey up. So we'll say that's wifey. I mean, you could be watching this, you're a girl. So let's just say spouse as well, just to be fair. And you're improving on yourself. And as you're improving on yourself, the people's face is going to be like this. Stop bragging. Stop bragging. Oh, you're so full of yourself. Don't forget where you came from. You think you the shit, huh? But it's like, I'm just working on myself. So I don't know if a lot of you guys could relate to that or not. I know I certainly could. I know a lot of people I speak with outside here certainly could. Do you? If you do, you're not alone. You're not alone. It's actually very normal. And I'll tell you guys why. This is actually just psychology. Basically, the crabs in the bucket analogy is just another reference point to saying how if you're actually trying to better yourself in today's society, you're gonna have a lot of friction. For example, if you start going to the gym and you start getting into shape, you're gonna have people telling you, why you work out so much? Why you trying so hard? Settle down, man. You need to enjoy life a little bit. Eat the cheesecake. Eat the cheeseburger. Does any of the gym girlies or the gym bros here relate? Eat the cheeseburger. You need to chill out. You work out too much. You in here all the time. But it's like, this is what love is. I'm not trying to like go ahead and define love, but this is care for self. This is the love for I have myself, which is I respect my body. I'm going to respect the stuff that I put into it. I'm going to respect the ability to even go after every single day by exercising. So you guys are going to see this not just maybe in your fitness journey. Y'all might see this if you try to start your own business and your best friend or your mom and dad or the closest person to you does not necessarily see the vision. And I say that because I felt that way before, and it's very normal, okay? Nobody's going to dream for you. No one's going to have the vision for you. Nobody's going to work for you. And frankly, nobody's going to see it before you. So if you don't see it within your mind, you're most definitely not going to get the majority of people to come along with you. If you are bold enough to go after your dreams, if you're bold enough to stand by your core values, what you believe in, if you're willing to be Larry, you're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of people that don't fuck with you or don't resonate with you. And you have to really also understand that it's not even your fault. It's not even their fault. It's just how human psychology is, which is our human brain is programmed for comfort. Our human brain is naturally programmed to stay comfortable. We want to naturally confine energy, like we don't want to expand energy, because guess what? Expanding energy means working out more. Expanding energy means doing things we don't feel like doing. Expanding energy is unnatural for the human primal brain, but that's exactly why we do it. It's very interesting to think about this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is known in a more simpler term, cognitive dissonance. It's when you know you should do something, but you don't do it because there's friction into energy expanding. It's why it's harder to actually put in the work or go to the gym. It's because we're naturally programmed to not want to do these things. And it's very important for you to understand, because if you're currently in this stage right now of where you're at, which is you're not where you want to be at, but you've also separated from the few, and you're in this lost place of kind of like, yo, what's this life shit about? Who's actually with me? Who's my ride or die? What kind of network do I have? And like, who am I with? And you feel like the world is against you. It's actually normal, because this is actually how it goes. What ends up happening is Larry gets out. Let's say you are Larry. You're able to stay on your own willpower, and you're just like, guys, I don't know if going on the traditional 9-to-5 route and then saving up for the 401k and having one house while fighting inflation and 45% tax is going to actually get me to where I want to be. If you have, quote unquote, in medical terms, balls of steel to go against the norm, and you climb out like Larry, what ends up happening is you climb out and you see how beautiful life is, okay? You see a life where, how do I say it? You're your own person. I think that's the biggest crazy wraparound about this stuff. It's kind of like, once you get out of the bucket and you show people that it is possible to eat what you want but also have a six-pack. It is possible to make $10,000 a month. It is possible to find someone that you truly love and you truly connect with. Like, it's all possible once you show that and you get out of this mindset trap of society where people are just so afraid. People, as you grow older, are just so afraid to do things. We are so programmed at our natural habitat to just go to the same bodega and the same street corner, eat the same food and have the same routine. And I believe routine is great. I love consistency. I preach consistency all the time in my channel as well. However, I also argue that you need some spontaneous in your life. You need to have some creativity. You need to have some life in you. Because what's the point of life if the thoughts that you have might not even be your own? Isn't that really interesting to think about? The thoughts that I have might not even be my own. I might just be listening to people yab on podcasts and I just get new trains of ideas and thoughts. But here's the thing. A lot of us don't even think about stuff like this. Like, make no mistake. I'm not trying to get too political here and get too crazy with it, but here's a question that I have. How does a state like California that tax so much to people, that has previous histories of forest fires and all of these calamities, not have any prepared water in the reservoirs when push came to shove, when they needed hoses to extinguish the fire? Like, me having this train of thought, me thinking that, people look at me like, oh, people look at you and you start getting that. And you're probably watching this and probably getting that feeling too. It's because I'm just thinking a little different. That's the thing. That's why I'm making this video today, guys. It's because if you're actually watching this video right now, up until right now, you have better attention span and focus than 99% of human beings. And that's saying something. And so have your own free train of thought. I guess that's all I'm really trying to say in this video. If I could wrap everything up, because I'm about to wrap this video up soon, which is the crab in the bucket. If that's you, if you feel isolated, if you feel like other people don't get you, it's not that other people don't get you. It's that most people are actually here. And what you need to do is you need to stand on business. You need to stand on your own ground. You need to stand for what you believe in. Not what the media tells you to believe in, not what Marcus tells you to believe in, not what the news channels tell you to believe in. What do you believe in? Actually take some time to go into an empty room and close your eyes and sit with your thoughts. I think there's a version of ourselves that most people never even get to meet because you don't get one with yourself. I don't want to get too trippy with this. I really don't want to get too trippy with this. My point being is that you have to try. You have to try to think outside the box. You have to try to be Larry. Because if everyone goes like this, well, then you're going to have a motherfucker like Nicholas that's just going to come in here and just tell you, guys, this is all you know and this is all you should know. You don't need to be happy. You don't need to own things. You will just be happy owning nothing. And that's exactly what we have people writing books about in today's world in the upper class. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what, I'm not going to go into two conspiracy theorists with this. I'm just trying to say, with the power in the wrong hands of people, you're going to have someone like Nicholas come in and say, guys, there is nothing nice outside here. Even though this is nice sunshine, you got Tulum Beach, you have fruit, you have watermelon, you even have some Jamaican goat curry. Life is actually amazing. But you have people like Nicholas that don't want to share the amazing. And so they'll tell most people in this bucket that life isn't amazing. You should just stay in your bucket. You should just stay eating the bugs that are fed in this bucket, and you should just be happy with owning nothing. And if that's how you prefer your lifestyle, go for it. How I want to live, how I try to live my life is through freedom. I'm simply just someone that craves his own freedom. I just want to think for myself. I just want to have the data presented to me. I just want to see facts for facts. I just want to make my own decisions on what I believe is right and wrong. And I'm not here to tell you or convince you what's right or wrong. I'm here simply to tell you that if you feel like Larry, if you feel like that lost crab in the bucket that's trying to escape, where you have other people that aren't necessarily supporting you because you also aren't where you want to be and you don't have the results yet to prove it, I'm here to tell you that this is part of the journey. I'm here to tell you that other people like Larry, you're going to end up finding Melanie, you're going to end up finding Larry number 2, you're going to end up finding more people, Jason. You'll find more people that are just like you. That's the thing. There's more. And if you guys are watching this, if you guys are part of Lamb Fam, if you guys are part of Peak Flow, you know we about this. We stand for self-excellence, accountability, discipline. We are about that life. We are about a life that are chosen for the select few. The few that have the courage to think what they think and speak what they shall. The few that are the next leaders of this generation. Because those that do go against the norms, those that do have their own free thinking, we are the leaders of the next generation. And don't take that lightly. If you actually understand what's going on and you're watching this video right now and you're actually starting to think in new ways and you're going to keep on going, don't take this lightly. A lot of people never get out of the bucket. Might have to wait until next life if you believe in all of that. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for your time. If you guys are still watching this video, man, you might as well just hit a like button and hit that, thumbs up for me. Just for the algo, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to keep on trying to do my best to make more videos like these. So keep on dreaming. Dreamville always. Man, there's no life that's better than yours. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.